Troubles on the way.
Baby, 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 I could walk you through the night. Never gonna let you out of my sight. No, I don't know what I'd do. I'd go mad if I ever lost you. Oh, these eyes are fixed on you. I won't answer when the devil knocks on my door. 'Cause I don't wanna go down the road I was on before. No, I was a liar and a cheat. Was blind, but she made me see. Oh, these eyes are fixed on you. These eyes are fixed on you. See, I finally understand, baby, what it means to be. You're committed to me, so these eyes are fixed on you. Tomorrow's gonna come, I'll love you just the same. 'Cause I know who I am, and honey, that won't change. Oh no, a fool would only wonder, but I can't afford to lose. Oh, these eyes are fixed on you. Oh, these eyes are fixed on you. Oh, these eyes, oh, fixed on you, yeah. Oh, fixed on you, yeah. Oh, fixed on you, yeah, fixed on you.
Hello. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm not riding a cowboy, but I feel like I should be. A cowboy? Did I just say I'm not riding a cowboy? And well, you know, that's a past life, I guess. I don't know what's that about. I don't know what happened there. Tells you how my week's going. Hey, so I realize this is a Wednesday. It's not a Tuesday. We're going to talk about that. If anybody's here, I see a couple people. A good group of our buds are here tonight. And, of course, John is here tonight. I'm going to bring him in here shortly. And we all going to talk about stuff. Going to get into the middle of the hay and do all that good stuff. Maybe if we're at it, we can brand some horses. I think John would be into that. Can you imagine John on a farm? John would be good on a farm. He's just strong, you know. He's probably good with the animals. I'm going to ask him if he's ever been on a farm. Let's see. Really quick, who stopped? Of course, Christopher was here earlier. Stopped in. I hope he's still here to say hi. I appreciate it. Let me get myself settled. It feels like it's been a month, and it was actually only 7-8 days ago that I actually streamed it. It feels like absolutely forever since I've been on this camera. And I swear, in that course of that time, everything feels not native to me. It feels a little oof. But it's great to see your guys' faces. I want to talk in here what's going on. Sammy, I know you got a lot going on, my friend. We'll talk to you. And you tell you what, let's just bring John in, because there's no sense to him idling backstage and when he could add so much to our lives. Let's bring John in here and say hi. John, whoop, I got John full screen. John, look at you.
I'm full screen.
Look what happened, man. I'm fixing it. Oh, look at you with your dialed in anime.
My glory.
Your glory. I got a hat.
And
That
all my
helps.
glory.
Oh, your glory. You look good. I like that. That was now that's what you made with Canva on your stream recently, right?
Yeah.
That was a nice little intro
Yeah,
for some people who had never worked in Canva. Is really vast, and I've been a proponent of Photoshop, still am, but I'm going to tell you, if you want to knock something out quick, Canva's your gal. So
Yeah, there's more and more that you can do in there, and then plus you could just go into Photo P and a little magic wand action.
Saw that.
Bam,
Bam. Let's see what's going on here real quick.
bam.
Bam. All right. Guys, let me know if the new music's too loud. Howdy, y'all. Yeah. Where's your hat? Shay, where's your hat? I bet she has got like some sweet hats, man. Howdy, you all.
She's from Texas, so
I know. That's why I asked where her hat was. I'm sure she's got some amazing hats.
yeah. I guarantee.
Oh, Sammy. Sammy says he likes the tune and the thumbnail. That is one of my favorite intro theme songs that I've got for coming in. I don't know why. It's a great vibe. It's fun. Appreciate it. The thumbnail was a lot of fun to do. I didn't finish off my thought on the thumbnail, and next time I get online, we're going to do that. But you know those frames at the beginning? I told John about this. The frames at the beginning where little Geordie, the elf, and you as the giraffe. Inside those frames, I'm going to do a Harry Potter thing and make those animated. So I'm going to pull out video clips of Geordie, and inside the frames, it's going to be an animated thing. So next time, get here early. Next time, I'll put the thumbnail up. Come in and, have a little Harry Potter ride. That'll be fun. Thank you, Sammy.
I'm a giraffe.
You are a giraffe, man. You are a giraffe, man.
I'm a giraffe.
I know she's not saying hi to me, but she would. But you know what? Lala, you're so sweet. And Lala was wonderful. So I didn't stream last night. We'll talk about all that in a minute. And Lala actually contacted me. She reached out and was like, are you okay? Are you all right? Did you fall off the train? No, it's fine. Appreciate that. Very nice of you to say hi. What do we got here? I know Steve was in here.
You remember?
Early. Say hi to him real quick, though. Steve?
Yeah, Steve's
Aloha,
there.
my
Yeah,
friend.
Steve Harhola. So you remember that one day I wore that psychedelic shirt in the stream? I didn't know it, but that shirt.
Yes. That was like, it
shimmer.
was making us all want to vomit. It was so bad. Dude.
Right.
Like it was, every time you'd move, there'd be like this like Matrix reaction. Terrible. Yeah.
Exactly. So I came down and I had another shirt on, a different one. And all of a sudden, the shirt was doing the same thing. I had to run back upstairs and put a different shirt on. I was like, holy God.
I think that really calls attention to your style. You're that kind of guy. You're like a shimmering kind of guy. You were made for the disco era. God. I'm telling you right now.
Right? I'm made for rayon.
Teflon, rayon, man, you got it all going on.
I got it all.
What does this mean, Sammy? The goat? I don't even know what that chicken. Okay,
Goat,
he found the animal
because you were talking about John on the farm, and then he put that up.
I'm so slow. I need to get my brain checked. I got to be honest with you. I should have picked that up. That's what happens when you're 4 minutes behind on stream. So I got to get caught up. I heard John. Yeah. I heard John was into animal husbandry. No, he doesn't want to marry an animal. Oh wait, that's not what she means.
I have no idea what that means.
Animal husbandry? Animal husbandry is actually a focus. It's like a vet school focus. Animal husbandry. That's what that is. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Your ambivalence knows no bounds. I love that.
Cashew, let's see if we can use more phrases that I have no idea what they are.
Well, that should be hard. So let's do a stump phrase, John, because
somebody has to try to do something to make me interesting here. It's not fair. So
you already told us about your interesting shirt. Don't feel bad. I didn't know. The only reason I knew about animal husbandry was when I started a llama farm. The partner that I started it with was in animal husbandry in college. Otherwise, I'd be like, well, I don't have any clue what you're talking about. But then,
it seems like it should be like an illegal thing.
Yeah, some Oregon thing. Love Canva for thumbnails. I don't know why I said that. You can't just say it. You can't beat it for thumbnails. I've been working a lot more in some of the video stuff. And in actuality, Canva is what I'm going to use. Not to bump us out here, but let me take a second back here because, in case some of you are. So this is my intro scene, right? So where these little guys are right here, maybe even the big ones, I'm going to make those into videos behind those frames. So, but you know what? I'm doing it in Canva. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually looking forward to, you gotta just play around, although I don't have a lot of time for that. But what's this mean? You can't see it? I don't know. If you're talking about the video,
I think if you're on a phone or anything, those are so small.
They're tiny. I'll make them bigger. How about that for you guys next time? I knew they were tiny when I did it. I just felt like, you know what? Get off your phone. I'm just kidding. I'm always on my phone watching you guys.
Some people are okay with tiny. I mean,
well, some wives.
Some people aren't.
You're stuttering. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a tool.
Right.
There's a tool for everything. John's a tool, and he's great to have as co-host. He's a co-host tool.
A lot of people say I'm a tool.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I've always thought of you as a tool for co-hosting.
Yeah. Everybody says Happy Mother's Day to me when it's Mother's Day. Oh,
Do
you're
they?
a mother, pal. You're
a mother.
Yep.
You're a mother. Yeah. I know where you're going.
You're a mother.
I'm glad the LSD layout is finished. Yeah. Well,
What does that mean? Why am I lost?
I don't know, man. That was 56 seconds ago based on what it's telling me here. So I don't know. The LSD layout. Okay. Maybe he's talking about my thumbnail. I think he's talking about my thumbnail. That's maybe more of a molly.
Maybe it's code for another thing. LS something. I don't know.
The D and a P got mixed up. It can happen. Oh, I was talking about my hat when she's talking about you can't see it. You don't have a hat on there.
Oh,
she has one on probably right now typing. Well, you know what?
Send her a link. Get her on.
Get it. Yeah. I need to see your hat. You know what? Here's what you need to do, Shay. Stop what you're doing right now. Take a selfie with your hat on. Change out your avatar icon on your YouTube. Come back. Post something, and we'll see it in your YouTube thumbnail. No, we're not okay. Patrick.
Oh.
Hello. How you doing, brother?
I don't think Tommy saw this background. This is not your first time you used this background, right? It was the second. This is like the second or third.
Oh, I've used this at least maybe 8 times or more, actually. Yeah. I have one that moves. This is actually, I have this, and it's also animated one. I should have put the animated one. I made him go. I'd probably make him vomit, but I had to slow it down.
A wave.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, get me off this train. I can't hang around. I have a hard enough time keeping people around. I can't be screwing around with people. Yeah, Jim Boswell stepped in here to say hi now.
Hey Jim. Hi mom. Hi mom.
Hi mom. Can I call her mom? Is it okay if I call your mom? No. Feels like it's been.
It's weird, but
it's not weird. It's been enough time. She serves me brownies, cookies when I go to the house.
Go ahead.
I guess it's kind of strange. It's kind of Stranger Things. Do you watch Stranger Things on Netflix? Oh God!
No.
I don't want to ask you that question. You probably don't even know what that show. Okay, all right.
No idea.
I guarantee it's not what you think it is, though. But
no, I don't watch TV.
Christ, why did I even ask you? It's a cool show, man. If you need something to watch with your wife and son, Netflix, turn on Stranger Things. It's like 4 seasons. I'm serious. Like, it's a great kind of show. Your son's old enough for it. It's a BGG's in the house. I always love saying it like that. Like I'm
BGG.
Do you ever notice everybody says that like they're Dr. Fever from WKRP? It's like everybody turns into an FM jockey. When they talk about.
He just passed.
I know he did. That's what kind of brought him up. BGG in the house. Like we're all like FM radio hosts now. Shut up.
Every so often, I'm getting a little sound. Like a weird sound. I don't know if it's because. So I did something because all my cameras are in 4K, right? I didn't go back and change them all back to 4K. I kept them 4K, and then I'm streaming out at 1080. It shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter, but I'm not hearing it. So if anybody else is hearing it, let us know. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the likes.
Or it could be my internet.
It could be your internet. You know, the kids are whatever. Got me over here
Smelly
doing the
turtle.
Sheboygan Shake. Yeah, it's not a. Is that a dance? The Sheboygan Shake, or is that some kind of?
I think it should be.
Wouldn't it be good if we had a Sheboygan Shake?
You know, Darlene would be down for the Sheboygan
she
Shake.
lives right in the heart of Sheboygan, so I could go up there, check on the in-laws, and go in there and have a shake with her. But
Why the hell are you streaming so early?
I was waiting for you to ask that. I knew you were going to say this. Yeah, I suppose we can get to it. I was just delaying everything. I figured everybody would leave in about 15 minutes.
Seemed like you feel a little uneasy about it.
I don't care. I'm not uneasy at all about it, actually. Let's have a drink of rum.
Hey, Todd, what's going on, bro?
I see Todd's here.
So, Todd.
I want to say hi quick to our friend Smelly Turtle.
Smelly. That's
How you doing, Smelly?
in the house.
We got to come in the bar tonight.
Todd, did Todd sell that MKE 600 and is he selling it still?
I hope he did.
I wonder.
I hope he did. There's so many better options
I hope
out
he
there.
didn't.
I hope he did.
I know, but
You know what? I didn't want to say it, but yes, I crawled into 400 sub land. No on YouTube, it'll yank 4 out tonight.
congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody out there. This is not easy, and you know what? That's a great segue. I appreciate that, Patrick. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Jim.
It's not. I'm a day late too. Ate dinner so you can miss the show. I appreciate that. So let's just talk about it real quick. I hate that we're making.
Tommy's like, not early. You're a day late.
Day late. And I love that Jim
true,
actually. I feel bad now. We made Jim eat early. I hope it doesn't throw off his system. You gotta look. I'm a day late. Look, we've been talking about it. Let's not skirt the issue. John, John quit. No, he didn't quit. But John, we all know that John.
John freaking quit on me.
John freaking quit on.
Screwed everything up.
Look, no, he didn't quit on me. He quit on you. You're like, oh, I did that. I pitted you against them. He quit on you.
No. I'm saving myself.
Like a young bride, he's saving himself.
It's like a silhouette of a dog behind your drums. It's like a big dog shadow. Like
I wish it was animatronic. Like I should have somebody back there moving it that would just scare the hell out of people. No,
it's still available.
It's Ani. It's our llama girl back there, guy, whatever. It's back there. Yeah, that's our llama shadow. It's an allusion to our stream buddies, Ani, and our stream quilting committee back there.
Right.
It's pretty cool, actually.
It looks like an Irish Terrier.
Yeah, it does. It does. It has a little, llamas. Llamas have a little Irish Terrier in them.
No,
yes,
no, they don't.
They do. They crossbred probably around 400.
Only
AD.
in a bad movie. Only in a bad movie do they have a little Irish Terrier in them.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, well, okay, whatever. Todd said that's still available, by the way. So anybody wants that.
Really?
Patrick, it's all part of the script. You sent me mentioned. Yeah, well, I can't pay you now. You're not supposed to let people know, you idiot.
Finally, someone did something.
Yeah, I've been sending coupons to everybody. Nobody does anything. Finally, Patrick does it, and then he comes out and he blows the whole deal. So, Oh, he fed his dog early, too.
Melissa.
You rig it.
Melissa, you got to save yourself. That's the first and foremost. Save yourself, and then throw the lifeboat out after you save yourself.
I'll be honest with you.
We all saw the movie Titanic, and we know how it works. Okay, get used to it. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's diner coffee?
You like that? Yeah.
Wow, you went out to a diner? That's a diner cup.
It's a ceramic one.
Nice.
I bought this at the.
I thought you were doing a John Pullum.
No, this is the what's the art museum in New York? I bought it there. The MMOA.
Which one?
Modern Museum of Art. I bought it there.
Nice.
Yeah, love that place. I think these are great. This is a great. I always loved the idea of having them, and I'm like, I love these. It's iconic New York. I love New York City.
Yeah.
At least I used to. And
hi,
I don't know.
Amy.
Just love it. Oh God, did she walk in here? Jesus.
Hi, Amy.
I'm obligated now. Howdy. Look, don't buy into that howdy stuff.
Yeah,
that's a Sheboygan
that howdy
girl.
stuff is for, southern.
Yeah, come on.
Plains people.
Yeah, I grew up in Mississippi, so in Tennessee, I can own this. This is my hat. This is my people.
I like that part.
If you had that photographic, that would be perfect right there, right? For the pose. Like if you were a model,
Do that.
this would be the spot you would do the, you would do the Vogue.
Right.
This is the cowboy Vogue. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So are you going to tell people why the hell you're on so early?
Or late? Yeah, so here's the deal. Let's talk about it. Because John's got to go to bed, I think, in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're almost done now with the stream. Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, okay, so a couple things. John, we already know we won't beat all this stuff up to death, but, look, first I wanted to say, I look back. I believe Tuesday was my actual first Miss Tuesday since May 1st of last year. I've done about 10 months straight of Tuesdays without missing anything. And that included through the holidays and everything. So I'm happy with myself for putting in that kind of discipline and doing that, because when we started, we talked about it as a joke. I never thought I'd make it through 2 months straight without missing one, much less 10 plus months. And there's a part of me wishes I'd gone that full year and did it. But the truth of it is, I'm riding in the same wave as John and a lot of people, and that streaming takes up a lot of time. A lot of time. I want to say hi as you guys walk in.
Yeah, there's Darlene. We were just talking about her.
We were just talking about Sheboygan Land, Sheboygan Shakes. And hi, Darlene. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, I love the kitties.
Yeah.
Right, John?
We're saying prayers for you.
Fixed streams. There's a difference. I want to talk around this a little bit. And people who are either watch fixed streams or talk, thank you for approving of this message. You're not helping at all. This is the night we blow up at each other.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right,
Go
guys,
to bed,
wrap
old
it
man.
up.
Jesus Christ. So, streams in general are hard. Fixed streams are even harder. So there's a difference. So if you're doing, a lot of people call them pop-up streams. I call them pop-in streams because we're popping into your house. We're popping into your living room. So I like the pop-in stream. That's mine now.
Popping into your life.
Popping into your life. The pop-up is like a pop-up tent. It's fine. It's for amateurs. It's fine. But this is mine now. This is mine now. I see you, Tommy. I'm not. Okay. Sometimes you got to put the ass up there. That's fine. Hashtag quitters. No one's quitting, sir.
No. You know what it is?
John.
He wants to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's my. You notice how I'm laughing like John now? I'm doing this. You do that. Like you grow on people. I'm starting to look like them.
Not.
Well, I'm starting to look like you.
I haven't seen you look like me.
Like people, like dogs and owners, they start to look at each other, like each other over the years. Oh, yeah.
I can't even fit in half of my pants anymore in the last 8 months.
I tried. I couldn't either. It was weird, but you were sleeping, and I thought, well, I'm going to try it out. Everyday Tech, Patrick. I was left with an empty void last night, not knowing what to do. I was just lost. I just know you're, John. Do you think
know you're just being
John, do you think
sarcastic.
he's making fun? Do you think he's making fun of us? I bet you were fun.
Absolutely.
I bet you're fun. The truth of it is, it was weird for me, and I know it was weird for you when you skipped town. I felt like a part of me is missing.
What?
And
when I skipped town?
Yeah, you skipped town. You ran out of Streamer Land.
Jeez.
Remember when Streamer Nation and you were gone? Yeah, you left us. You were like, I'm climbing the wall. I'm not getting on my horse and going. Yeah, like
I don't know.
I'm telling you, like an absentee father, you were gone. You left us. Fend for ourselves.
It's a little different.
Okay.
I think maybe you felt like that. I didn't really.
No, I'm like,
that.
good. I'm glad Dad's gone. I'm the man of the house now. No, I missed you. Of course I did. No, I didn't feel that way at all.
I missed you.
I missed you. Can't help it. Yeah, I skipped town. See, even no fixed streams and pop-in streams are the same thing. So when I say fixed stream, you're going to do a Tuesday and a Thursday every week, or in every Tommy, who's God bless him.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's just doing all sorts of drugs. And so you do a fixed stream, but he doesn't do an absolute fixed stream. He kind of pushes and pulls his life around a little bit with streams. He doesn't stream every night on time, right? He doesn't stream exactly.
No, Tuesdays and Saturdays. I mean, I know you haven't been in his stream in like a month and a half, but
don't start with me.
I stopped by.
Don't start with me. No, don't do it.
Say hi every now and then. I mean, he asked where you are. I said, listen, he's got a busy life. He's probably sleeping.
That's what you do when you're busy. You sleep. Shut up. That's not what happened. But the problem with Saturday nights, to be frank, I like to do something with the other. And, Tommy comes at a time where it's like, dude, I got to choose between Tommy and the other, Come on.
I know it is.
I miss you, Tommy. Huh? What? No, I get it. No, the truth of it is there's fixed streams, there's random streams. So like Patrick, I'll just pick up Patrick. We'll go on and do a Notion stream here or a stream here, right? And now he was trying to do some Sunday fixes. I understand that, but for a while, wasn't he? He was doing some randoms. There are other people in here who do random streams.
Yeah.
And it's usually on a topic they're working on or something they want to flex out and test out maybe before they do a video. And I'm not saying those are easier, but they kind of are because you're working on a specific topic. You're already engaged in that learning process topic, right? You've distilled already the information and now you're trying to put it out there. Cool. And then you're going to go on usually for an hour or something. You'll do that. I've seen you with your live streams. They were often random before we met. And you would just go on.
When you're a loser and you got nothing going on, you just, throw something up and run it. I mean, here I am, 2-bit YouTuber trying to scrap, pick up what I can. And
just going to back away.
Sometimes you just got to.
That's all you know.
Sometimes you don't have time to make
I don't want to be a part of this message.
Because,
yeah, exactly.
My life is just worthless anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So here's Tommy. Life is short.
So,
something
I'm
comes up.
Lucky to have
stream goes bye-bye. Yeah,
all these people. Every time I stream, I come off the stream and I just go, why don't even people want to talk to me?
Yeah.
And
Here,
I'm shocked. And I cry myself to sleep pretty much most of the time.
In a serious note, you would agree. We talked about it at length. We love the streams. And we still are going to do streaming. That's not the issue. We are making adjustments. I see him. I'm going to make him wait. He's late.
I'm a 2-bit streamer, Melissa. That's it.
Yeah. I can't be a 2-bit loser.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to start my own vlogging channel and just vlog while I'm at work. And this way I don't have to really stress with this job anymore.
The man would love that.
Hours.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you do. The man would love that as he walks into your office. BC Paul,
Brian.
what's up, stream buds? But we miss you, Brian. Brian had a little one at the turn of the year, and he's been hyper busy and hyper focused on life.
Yeah.
There's a case where we've really missed Brian, but life can sometimes get in the way. Tommy, I tell you what, Tommy. I will make a date.
Brian, though.
I'll make a date. Yes, very
That's
happy
great.
for everything. Always happy for that. Love the little new kids.
Yeah.
I will come in and say hi to you, man. It's going to be fun. I haven't forgotten about you or your better half, Tracy. But I would come in and say hi. Don't you worry about it. I know she's mad at me because she doesn't come in my stream. I'm just kidding. Don't you say that to her. Laugh my ass off. Blogging at work, oddly, many people will watch. That is sadly true. Not sadly true. I guess in a way, it's yeah.
But
You're wrong. You're not a loser.
Started the stream at 6:00, and then I could have.
Okay. I can't ever finish my thought because you're getting here with your somber "I'm a loser" BS. Okay, so let me just tell you.
It's been 25 minutes. You still haven't told these people.
It would help if you wouldn't fall asleep. 2, beat me up about not stopping into Tommy streams. I'm sorry, what? I'm what?
You're so winded. You're just like
I'm winded?
Shiny object talk. Shiny object.
You're not wrong. I'd like to argue with you, but you're right.
I'm gonna have to tell these people the truth.
I can't be around those people with those cat lights. Ugh. You know those little pens with the light?
The truth is, he can't stream at night that late anymore because he's got a discounted YMCA card, and he has to be. He's not allowed
for 2 hours
in the building. Senior citizens,
yeah,
right?
It's true.
They come, yeah.
But those old guys are mean.
Allow them to come in.
I don't like going in with the guys who are like 80 years old because they body shame me. That's uncomfortable for me.
They body shave you?
They body shame. Well, sometimes shave me. It just depends.
Really?
Yeah.
They give you a shake and bake? You remember those when you were a kid, a shake and bake?
Yeah. It may be a local thing. I don't know what's happening.
You know what a shake and bake is?
No. what shake and bake is.
That's when the kid you come out of the lake, and then the kid rolls you in the sand, shakes and bakes you, and they got that crustiness on you, and you got to run back in and
oh
get
my
it
God,
all
yes.
off. Yeah,
I've had that done. I
that's a
didn't
shake and
realize that
baker.
was an actual shake and bake where sand just gets everywhere.
Elo!
I see, doctors.
AARP, right.
We could use a doctor.
Tommy, you're not too far away, bro.
We could use an emotional doctor. Tommy, you act like somehow you're out there skateboarding with the kids, right? Staying up with all the kids, doing Molly. You're not, okay? You're not going to raves. Calm down,
Right.
man. You're in a hoodie, on a mic.
He's using a picture in his avatar from 10 years ago. So he looks like he's 31 years old. Right?
Yeah, and he's got the circle though, right? He's got the circle and the black.
It's like
so he's all prepared.
him and Dee Nimmin.
If anybody's walked in late
avatars from 10 years ago.
Tonight we're just talking about avatars, so we're just gonna pick out those out. Let's talk. Like my avatar is like shit.
Dr. Elo, save me.
Dr. Elo, are you a doctor of emotion? We need some emotional help here. So to our point, John, if you let me get
Got the
my
close
words in. So fixed streams are difficult for reasons. They're hard to maintain for family reasons. They're hard to maintain for work reasons. But that was doable. Because my family hates me, and
Right. No one wants us to do YouTube anymore. I've gotten so many hate letter in the mail.
I'll be honest with you. The kind of hate letters. Look, I'll be honest with you. We've been driven off this medium over time with hate, and I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I can't take it. I can't stand one more time of getting.
He's a tree doctor.
I can't get off. I can't get off one more time of stream and watch John sob because of the hate. It's too much. It breaks my heart.
It's a little.
And I can't. I'm not there to hold you.
Right.
Right.
No.
I can't. I need.
No one's believing that.
My arms wouldn't even reach around you. Probably. I would be like a little kid going, "Don't be sad." Yeah.
Now you're gonna have people coming in here going, "No, how big is he?" Remember?
Right. Yeah. We all did the guess.
Really,
John's
how big
size.
is John?
That's the Titan size. You're being shamed by senior citizens. I tell you what, Tommy. You get on a plane. You come here, and you and I put on some shoes. And let's do a 10-mile run, my bro. Let's see how long you last on a 10-mile run. And then you could talk about your elders.
I got some awesome sneakers, dude. $20, $20
Like that Segway?
For these brand New Balances. Oh my God, they're so nice.
You're getting an aloha anyway, Tommy. You don't deserve it, but you're getting one.
Aloha.
I missed him as Tommy Playboy. Yeah.
All right, so
yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you why we're streaming at different times, because Jeff is never going to tell you. So
Long pause.
we're streaming at different times because we need more exposure. We need to meet new people, more people, so we can grow, and so we can grow the stream a little bit too. And this way we can attract some different time zones, little different days, and it might hurt. It might hurt us for some of the people that are so used to having us at a particular time and day.
Yeah, that's true.
But Jeff's still going to put up a thumbnail a few days before, so there'll be forewarning. But it's just kind of necessary to do kind of what we need to do. So it's not going to be the same day every week. We've talked about it already, where literally we might change it each week to different time frames.
Yeah, it is a pop-in stream. We are going to pop into your lives randomly. We will get the thumbnails up, and we hope you will come in. I mean, we do. It was a tough decision because we do care about everything that we built, and you helped build us, right? So it was like this push and pull, and here you are, and you're making us laugh and having a good time. And we've learned so much doing this, and we will continue. Again, my point, I wasn't being too facetious. The fixed streams are hard. The truth of it is, we need more exposure, but we also need to work on channel building and videos. And there's no regrets, but the truth is we have to. Now, John's got a ton of videos out, of course, but we need evergreen material. The truth of it is, there are content people, and I'll use Tommy as an example, but there are, maybe that's not a great example, but there are certain contents where you really are sought out, specifically hardcore in these niches that works for just getting in there and talking about a smaller topic. Now, Tommy will talk about a wide range of eBay topics here and there, but he floats around on different things. There are entertainment sites where people just talk about that. There are people who I dip into paranormal sites, and there's nothing wrong with that. Right. But what we're trying to do is so much different. The vast amount of information that we have, and it's not a topic that always holds people because they're looking for a solution. So usually they find the solution and they move on, and that's kind of what we want them to do. We've talked about that. But the problem is that, you know, you get wonderful people like these people who come and they voice. I'll catch up to them. But I want to finish the thought. But you're not going to pick up. You're not going to grow your base this way. Not with this type of content. Not with what we're trying to do. So the compromise is we're going to do pop-in streams, as you say. It will probably be random. We'll let people know. We hope you find us. And we hope to meet new people that will drop in with us. And that gives us time to focus on the videos and not obsess about these fixed streams 2 times a week. It's a lot of time. It's like, for really, if you're doing a good setup, it could be a full day or 2 days, maybe more, like of thinking about it, of putting it together. It's a lot of time when you're trying to build evergreen material. And evergreen material, the recorded videos are really, I like it like a stock market. We'll make these evergreens, we go to sleep, we're getting subs, we're getting likes. That's the idea of it. And then you stack and you stack. And then you hope over time, one of those stocks, one of those videos maybe shoots off and does a great amount of work and takes some heavy lifting and takes your portfolio. That is the way of the world. Live streaming, it just doesn't do that. There are people who have a crap ton. I'm not saying they don't have a crap ton of people, but again, we can't apples to apples everything here, and there's no reason to even worry about it. But I wanted to explain myself a little bit.
The truth is, I mean, I could potentially see myself having a couple hundred people watching, you know, a stream down the road. But the point is you have to build your base. And when you have 1,000 subscribers, I mean, you're just starting. So maybe when I have 50,000 subscribers, then I could have a few hundred people watching a live stream. And that could very much be true. But if I just pigeonhole myself in one little niche all the time, then or one little time slot, then I'm not getting the exposure that I need. Plus, we're so new too. It's like you have to test new things, different times, different days, and see what things look like and what the change is, and analyze that stuff. And so that's what we're doing.
Don,
Thanks,
I happen to.
But I mean, I see, you know,
go ahead.
Don just came in. Yeah, he saw, like, he's working and just catching us. And that's great. Like, I love it that people are just catching us as we pop on and everything. But it's just, you know, here's the thing. What I've noticed is, you know, I think at this point is, I think a lot of times, you know, and just because part of it is practice, I know, like, take a look at Patrick. He does like a live stream a lot of times of what he's setting up to do a video on. Yep. And it's almost like he runs through it. So I'll do the live because it's good practice for me to do the video I'm going to be doing anyway. Well, and that's how it's been for us kind of for months, you know, like, we talked about so many things in one sitting and so many streams and so many hours. And now it's kind of like trying to learn how to dial it back and focus in on one little topic for a little while so people can digest those things.
It reminds me of this thing I've been going through recently where I realized it's a total other subject. Yes, exactly. Hemorrhoids. And I realized that, and this is something I want to lean into on some of my future streams, and I really want to get into my videos. And I know Patrick's into this stuff with Notion and Rome Research. I love Rome Research, and a lot of people don't even know what it is, but it's an app for researching, for writing books or materials. And I just want to say that what I realized over time is I love to learn, like John. I'm very interested in what I do, but my brain goes in 9 million different ways and sees opportunities. And the truth of it is, a lot of times we do that. We research, we learn, we try, we set it aside for a minute. But the point is, like it's just like reading a book. If you don't highlight it and do some note taking by your hand and put in your own words, you are not going to really immerse in that material. You're not going to really learn the material unless you're expressing everything that you are trying to capture. You're just hoarding information after a while. So I want to turn my information that I've collected into something called knowledge. And knowledge is something that, it's believed to be something you actually put into practice that you learn. So that's what I'm hoping to do. And it's just time is really a problem. So I want to do what Patrick's doing, what you have done over time. And that is, as you're learning, that is the perfect way to doing that, because you're taking that and sort of writing it out. You're doing it in real terms in your words, expressing it live, and then you take your notes and then you can use that to build video. I think it's a great flow. And all of this whole thing with YouTube is built on flow. If you are going to do videos, if that is your goal, if you are just going to be a streamer, there are many other ways to attack it, and I respect that. It was never our goal just to do that. And I want to say to the point, different time, brother. Nice to see you, man. I appreciate it so much. We should get caught up. What we need to do, Jim Boswell made a point. I did see this. And that's kind of what I was talking about. In his opinion, the prepping and political live shows are the biggest, and they are, because there's a certain content that draws people for different reasons.
Yeah.
So whether it's I want to be into a tribe out of fear or out of anger, or I really want to voice on a certain topic, those drive people with, I want to say, very little effort. Okay, I'm not saying there's no effort. Don't get me wrong, but it's different. It's just different. So
I can easily do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
You can, because you can. Yeah. If
Hey,
you put
Dan,
out,
what's going on, bro?
I totally agree with you, man. I know I'm behind. I got talk.
It's an easy way to have something where you can have people watching. And if that's your thing and that's your goal and your passion, then you're even more lucky. But I don't want to regurgitate things that I can easily find the information on anyway. So for me, it doesn't do anything for me.
How you doing? Excuse me. How you doing, Exploring? I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping in. I saw you earlier. Let's make a comment. It's nice to see you, man.
But people feel comfortable finding other people in those types of ways, and maybe that's their out to feel comfortable. But I don't need other people to feel comfortable.
Tommy, you were a quitter a long time ago, long before we met you. You quit when you started live streaming. You quit eBay. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody's just got to take it out at everybody.
Better wrap this up, because your YMCA.
I know my YMCA. I know,
time.
Right? They're going to get me. They're going to come get me. So, Dan C, how you doing, Dan? It's been a while, I know. I haven't seen you, and I'm not saying wow for you. I'm talking about a while since I've been in your stream, even, but so wrapped up my life. What's a pop-in? It's the same thing as what they call a pop-up. I guess you could call it a pop-up stream. I don't like that term. I like the pop-in stream. We were talking about it earlier. Pop-in, like we're popping into your house last second, kind of like, hey guys, you got any food for us? It's Kato Caitlin. We need to,
like when usually people do a pop-in, I don't answer the door.
Yeah, you're not getting any warning, and John is not going to let you in. Okay, because you need to give John at least a 48-hour notice before he lets you into the door, or he's just going to shut you down, turn the cameras on. It's not gonna happen. So we're gonna be doing pop-in streams more than fixed streams, Dan. We're gonna move our streams around a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna move around. Can we be like?
Thanks, Dan.
We could be nomads, or we could be what's that? You're a gypsy. You'd be good with an earring, like a big gypsy earring, because they move around a lot.
Truth is, my grandmother did say that my great-great-grandfather had a little gypsy, so I don't know.
I remember you telling us that, and that's why I'm saying we should be gypsies. I'll be a cowboy gypsy from Mississippi, and you're now a New Jersey gypsy. So hold on to your hat. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, we just hit 400. I appreciate for the help. You're a part of that. And
Pounds, baby.
Yeah, it's my IQ, bro. I hit 400 on the IQ meter. No, it's not pounds. Stop it. It's Paul here. Hey, guys. No, that's not Paul.
Hey, guys.
I meant to hit I did hit it. Okay. The FSG threw me again.
Yeah, that's him.
Flipping stores guy.
Paul.
How you doing, Paul? What's going on in your world?
He came into my 4K stream, and he said that my mug doesn't need to be streaming in 4K.
Yeah,
definitely.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to be doing 4K. You're completely wasting internet space by doing that kind of nonsense. Yeah, I mean,
look better, not clear.
Oh no, that's not true. You would do better. Controversial
that's what
subject
he's saying.
content is entertaining. Yeah, I get my point. I hear what
isn't
you're
for me.
saying. It's everybody's not, but entertaining is a relative term, though, Jim. Like what's entertaining for me is not entertaining for you. And there's certain and I guess what my point on those channels is, and a lot of that, they're not going there for entertainment. They may be also going there for an emotional draw. They may be going what?
Yeah, I agree what you're saying.
Yeah,
100%.
They may be going there because they're mad about something. They may be going there because of some cultural phenomenon that's just happened for the minute. They may be going there because they need to feel well, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not do you, okay? I'm just saying for our content that doesn't work. That's not a complaint. It's just an awareness that while we fix is fine, we're gonna have to move these things around a little bit to maintain our sanity, and to reach out to new people, and we just pray that you all come along and kind of do your thing.
Listen,
it's not.
I hate to say
it's
it.
Not creepy.
I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you, but I hate saying this because people get mad at me.
There's nobody here. Just say it.
95% of the people, when they're talking about all that crap anyway, they don't know what the hell they're even talking about. I can't even sit there and hear someone talk about economics or political standpoints, being if their one topic may be right, 90% of the time, by the time they finish their whole complete thought, it's not even accurate. And I had enough of that. I had enough of that.
And that's the thing, like that's kind of rough, right? So I mean, again, you're not their people.
People are clueless.
You're not their people.
First of all, I know people that know a hell of a lot more than I do, and I know a lot more than average. And I'm not even scratching the surface. And then when you hear these people start talking about some things, it's like they're so clueless to understand how the whole thing works because it's so complicated. You can literally have a discussion for a week on one topic. It's so deep.
Yeah.
And then whatever.
Look, whatever. Like again, I'm a person like you do you, and I can get caught up on certain things, and we can. It's not our content, and I don't mind shying away from it, but I also don't mind saying it. The problem with a lot of this stuff for me is it's unabated. There isn't nuance. There isn't an ability to have a counter position. So echo chambers to me are dangerous at times, and they can really even I've been into echo chambers where I'm like, I agree with you, and then you stay a while and you're like, ooh, this is starting to get into some weird territory. Like we went from here, now we're way down here, and no one is putting a lid on some of the nonsense. It happens, and that's my only issue is that it's an unabated deal. And some people like that. They don't want to be talking up. They don't want to be countered, and fine, okay.
Yeah. And I'm not talking about one side or another. That's not what I'm talking about.
I know you're not. We're talking about
general.
We're talking about general now. There's no side picking. I agree.
In general.
I agree. That's the cultural landscape, of politics, of everything, nuance, and there's just none of it on either side.
Of course, in the last 12 years, everybody knows everything about politics. So.
Oh, I do, because I went on Twitter once.
Yeah,
I got it figured out, bro.
Because people are so woke. They're so woke.
My problem with Twitter, like, is that your woke?
I'm woke.
You are woke. You're barely awake right now. You probably were already napping like when you got on, because you got on here like 3 minutes before the show.
I napped.
You did nap.
I called out of work today.
Brian, the topics aren't really changing. It's just we were kind of getting into why we're flexing out of the fixed streams into these. Let's call it pop-ins. It's my word now. Okay, it's popping. That's what we're talking. That's what we're going to talk. Dan, you said something here. Yeah, go ahead and launch your World War II.
Wow. No, we're not. We are not talking politics.
No, we're not doing politics. No.
I hate that.
No, we're not doing that. Know nothing about economics. Economics was my minor.
We're talking about streaming, right? And so we're talking about what right now, when you have your own content, like Kombucha can relate to this, right? She has a specified kind of content that you put out that not a lot of people may be overly interested in comparison to other people doing something where a vast majority would be interested in entertainment or Hollywood or anything like that. And so we're changing different times and days with our streams, getting a feel for and meeting different people in time zones for the reasons of just trying to gain some more traction in streaming. So
yeah, I mean, we fell into the and you walked in late because you were breastfeeding.
Wait.
Yeah.
Where's this chick?
I like this. Dan says,
woke.
Entertainment equals some go to. This is a perfect analogy. Of course, he picked it up. Some go to hockey games for the sport, and some go to the fight. Yeah. So I mean, again, and that's look, you buy your ticket. You buy your ticket,
right?
And that's cool, man. You go for you, and
yeah,
that's a great analogy. I appreciate it.
And when they started cracking down on the fights, I remember everybody used to complain. Oh, they don't let them fight anymore.
Oh no, they don't let them fight anymore. Oh no,
it was like a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, you watch what happens. You know, like Malice in the Palace. I got a lot of views online, you know, from the Pistons when the Pacers went into the stands, fight the fans even. People love fights. In Wisconsin, our coach got slapped by
other people.
They love conflict. However,
right,
conflict, once people get that adrenaline out of, that dopamine, it tends to wear off and people they shy away. They start walking away. They get tired of it. And it's been shown over and over and over that it's the same journey, the same cycle. You'll get some numbers, but it's really hard to maintain a channel on just that kind of toxicity, that venom. In my world, I haven't seen it work out.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And that's not, I don't want to have train wrecks and I don't want to have things like, you know, I want to,
Steve,
I want to, you know, do what we do, which is talk about positive things, have fun, talk about a lot of YouTubing and the stress involved with that and the hurdles and the great things that come with it and the little star stickers that we get and put on our fridge when we do good and all
you know,
that
the point is for me, I have to get off fixed streaming because it was taking up so much damn time of my mind trying to prep for them. And I love doing that. But the problem is I wasn't doing content for my videos and prepping and research for that. And that takes so much time. And now what I'm going to do with these pop-ins, if I'm working on something, which I better be soon in that flow, then I'll bring it on and we'll do something and I'll take it into the flow of what I'm doing, like we talked about with the pop-in. But that's different stressor than saying, hey, you know, just saying, hey, John, do you want to go on Saturday morning at 10? I got a little something on OBS. Yeah, sure, let's do it. We already got a topic. We're going to go in, grab a coffee and go. But that's different than Tuesday.
I want to get back to that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, that feeling of like, that was exciting where we used to do that. Like, hey, yo, man, let's just jump in on Saturday.
Yeah, we wanted to jump in.
Have some fun.
We want to get naked, get to your pool, and jump in, and then you call the cops.
Mute you.
You should call the cops before we get naked because no one wants to see that. I picked up, Steve bought us coffees. Look at this. What a sweet dude. He thinks you're awesome.
Did he really?
Yeah, he says we're awesome even. Jim actually says too, and I think he may mention this too, that he's got some gypsy background going on there. Very interesting. If anybody else has gypsy stuff, let me. Yeah, I love that stuff. I'm a big fan of history. And if you're going to do a World War III channel, you might want to wait until it's done. But if you want to get ahead of time, that's cool, man. I love history too.
Dan's
I am
a big
super
history buff.
I love history. I just something about I don't know, looking back at how people did things. Now we're not doing a good job now of putting space between history and now. Like we kind of look back 30 years, 60 years, 100 years, and we go, oh, those people should have thought like we do now. That drives me crazy. I bet you Dan, as a history buff, that drives him crazy too. You can't put the mind of somebody 100, 150 years ago and what they were doing and try to, why their justifications were different than yours and look at it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that it's different. That drives me nuts as a history person. I can't stand that garbage.
Different time era, different mindset.
Yeah, so, trying to equate that.
It just is
so dumb. And we're making some bad mistakes in our lives all the way around by doing that. I saw Kombucha here. We are not really talking politics. We just
no.
We're not really meaning to talk politics. It's just kind of segued into types of streams and content. Kombucha, I apologize. And it was a reasoning, just flashback of why we're kind of shifting from fixed streaming to pop-in streamings and random streamings during the week. So sorry about that.
Yeah, it's good to see you back. I hope you're doing well.
I hope you're doing well.
I know you were laying low for a bit, which is good. You know, a lot of people have to do that after the holidays. And
you know what, Paul?
Plus,
I can't
she's
promise
a newlywed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
John
newlywed thing. I'm going to do some popping and locking. I hope it didn't disappear. Let's all say hello to Kombucha. She is a longtime friend of us, a big streaming bud, like all the rest of you guys, and she's been around a long time. Yeah, that's why it's called Polo Summers.
Yeah.
I don't think it flopped. I saw the Putin thing. I apologize. I probably went right over it. Yeah, let's do it. Putting Putin first was the name I was thinking of. Okay, maybe that wasn't a joke. Yeah, we'll move on. Maybe it did flop. I don't know. It may have been just because the moderator, me, in this case, screwed this up, and I apologize. Yeah, people do love train wrecks. That's for sure, Ken. I can't even. Also, I'm way behind. Now I'm 4 minutes behind, so I'm going to push it up a little bit. And we're not even getting to where we were trying to get to. Hey, Ken, yeah, okay. Okay. Life is full of it is full of conflict, and John and I, we want to stay away from the conflict. We want to be more fun, and we will. We are. We're not getting into that, by the way. That's just something we're allowing ourselves to have context with as we're trying to draw a reasoning around the pop-in type approach to what we're doing. And if anybody else is a streamer or does evergreen content and does some streaming, you have thoughts on that, love to hear it. We already know that live streaming consistently is a little bit of a nightmare for your channel, for if you're doing evergreen videos, to be honest with you. YouTube does not play nice with the algorithms and discovery really with that. So that's kind of problematic, but that's fine. If you want to hear a dissertation on it, go to Tommy's channel. He'll let you know. He's right.
I don't worry about that.
Yeah, I don't really worry about it, but that's not really in our mindset. Our mindset is more like just get the space to get done what we need to get done and not stress about fixed streams. Yeah, it's Mewtwo. I wonder if there's a Pokemon channel called Mewtwo. See, here's the deal. I don't know Pokemon that well, so you're gonna see it flop probably because I'm an old boomer and I don't know what you're talking about.
So I agree with Ken.
Oh man, Ken, thank you.
It's just like you can't. I love the stream, so I'm not gonna. We talked about this last time, Jay, which is like if you like to stream. And I'm not going to start a separate channel just to stream. And so I'm not too new. And I feel like I will always stream anyway.
Yeah, me too.
So I want to do both. And just the thing is, because I like it so much, I started doing it so much, it became an easy out just to go and do it. And so we talked about this with Ken and there's Jay Cruz coming in right now, and this is what we were all saying, which is we always try to do the things that come easy to us and stick to that, but you got to just do the harder things sometimes.
But sometimes you can, and this really, when John, is a topic, but when John stopped the Thursday streams, it opened up some space for me, and then I did start to look at my process flow seriously. It exposed a lot of setup problems for me mentally, I think, more than anything, and my ability to maintain what I had promised myself and John that I was going to do. And it's addressing it, but you have to sometimes accept that and just adjust on it. So Ken's he's not going to open the pool because we're going to get naked, so that's fine. So yeah, Dan, he was just talking to Sam about the idea of times based on the current mindset. It's just, I know it's hard. It's so hard to put ourselves into those mindsets way back when, but imagine trying to be 100, 200 years ago, 30 years ago even, and trying to put yourself in a mindset 30, 50, 100 years in the future. How can you? You'll never know what's coming around the corner. And we just don't allow people to grow anymore. That kind of bums me out, not to be political, but we need to allow people to grow. So yeah, Paul, laying low sometimes is much needed. You have to take your time. It's like they always say, know your body. Sometimes you got to know your mind too. Like, they're all tied together. I also want to say about the body, I'm having back issues again. It's getting better, but I want to say in the last year with COVID and YouTube, I've gotten into this habit I never used to do. I'm on my phone constantly and researching. And I realized, and I met with my chiropractor, I'm looking down with bad posture all the time, and it's killing my lower back. It will ruin your disc. If I have one word of caution, is don't be Jeff. You know what I mean? It's just, I've been in hyper mode with research, looking, watching YouTube and collecting. And I'm doing some damage. So it'll fix itself. It's getting better. It's already better today. It's fine. But so if I can pass that information, if anybody has ever experienced that from phone use, it's now a problem. So, did you want to say something because you were laughing, or you're just laughing at some future comment that I didn't get to yet?
No, I'm interacting with chat.
Oh, well, they don't need to hear you. Okay, you can use your words.
I'm staying up to topic. You're like 10 minutes gone. You've been talking about yourself for 20. I don't know if you noticed.
That is such a lie. That is, let's pull the tape back. We're going to end the stream right now and watch the tape, and then we'll start up another live stream. That was mean.
Kim is going to have a baby.
How did I miss it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was 3 behind her. I wasn't 10 minutes, you jackalope. And you blew my ability to make a surprise for people. So congratulations.
I think my mom is like 15 minutes back in the chat.
with me?
No, I'm serious.
Oh, hey, what's going on, man? See, Healthy Beard is here. Brother, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. It's good to see you again, actually. Well, I'm 2 minutes behind everybody. You're gonna be fine. It's okay. We're just running the stream just to get caught up with you guys from yesterday and see what's going on. No, our topics aren't changing. Contents aren't going to change. We're going to do, and I think we're going to be better for this because John and I think we'll be lighter. I think we're going to get back to being what we used to love to do, is pop in these streams, have a good dive. We didn't know we kind of do some stuff that we're working on, and now we can do it without being so. At the time, though, we weren't being beat up. We weren't being beat up by the pressure of doing recorded videos necessarily, and now that's really reaped its head, and so that's changed the dynamic a little bit with that. So we're not. That's why the pop-ins are coming up, because we need to adjust. That's all. I mean, if anybody's late and you've heard the story, I'm sorry. Thank you.
No, just remember, MD Picker, that the
cashews
shorts don't go towards the views, and like the time doesn't go towards your hours.
They don't.
I mean, she doesn't have to really worry about her hours because she's got plenty of people watching her streams. Yeah. So it's not going to be a problem for her. And if she can keep on doing her shorts, which she's good at anyway, she could drive in people because she's much better than most people with doing shorts. So, hey, and if that works for you, that's fine. If you find out it's not working for you as much, then you can utilize that time to put towards something else. But if you're if you're better at something than most, I would go for it and see how it pans out. But just remember, the numbers usually don't equate to subscribers, and those hours don't make a difference that you get from the short. So even if you get 1 million views and you pick up hours, it's not going to go towards your hours.
That's well said, and I think that's something that gets lost often, and they're still figuring that out, but it's good to hear. And props to Cashew too for maintaining and for setting the tone in the chat. I don't know, just always comforting. We really appreciate you. You're a gem of the stream. Congratulations, Kim. I just want to say that. Yeah, the dad jokes, that's going to be fun. Can't get enough of your dad jokes. Oh boy, don't say any dad jokes. Don't.
My son, that's a dad joke.
So Ken says he's not convinced that live truly hurt a channel, but I can see reasons why both sides. I would say it just depends on what maybe you're attracting. So if you're attracting your design people that kind of match your evergreen, your long-term videos, great. If it's a mixed bag, that subs versus watching your real, that whole equation, we could dial it up a little bit. So are your subs watching your live streams? Are your live streamers subbing? Are your live streamers that subbed, are they watching your recorded videos? You know the deal.
We talked. I talked about it, and that's part of the reason is, you want to find people that congeal with your channel too, and so there's a connection there. And so when you do make new videos, that they watch.
Yeah. So I mean, now John and I are not running from it. Some people don't want to do with it. They probably would bemoan us for doing it. I think YouTube's going to catch up and balance this out at some point. But I'm willing to compromise like John and say, we want a live stream, so who cares? You got to just enjoy life. You know what I mean? You can't be totally locked up on it. that's not.
Plus, our channels are small. It's like,
yeah, it's not like it's
you got to
gonna
see where you excel at and what is beneficial, because you take a guy like, and I don't have a problem with this. You take a guy like Nick Nimmin, and the thing is, he's done 1 million videos before he's done his live streaming as much as he has.
That's
so he
the
built
thing.
his base. But if I had 200 or 300 people watching my lives, then that would be a different story.
And they would tell you that's what you would do in a normal sense of the word to grow the channel in the right way, the algorithm. And that's what YouTube wanted you to do. And so you go out, nobody cares who the hell you are with 400 subs as a person. So what you need to do is you go and you build your material, you find your people, your niche or your channel, you build it, you get enough of that momentum, that tipping point, where enough of those people, along with some others, have find that they want to see your live streams based off how they found you. So that's the way you would normally work the funnel.
Yeah.
That's typical, and that's perfect. So I did it totally ass backwards. I have zero regrets about it personally. And John started, he had evergreen material already, and then he got into heavy live streaming. I know John doesn't have
any evergreen material.
Well, it's all evergreen in a way. I mean, it's recorded. Okay, it's recorded. It's recorded video. That's evergreen in a way. Most of your stuff will last a while. You don't have anything that'll last a couple years, at least.
It's not. It's still very picked, and if it was evergreen, it would be shown more. And it's not. So
you feel like your
very select things.
Are we talking about the same thing when we say evergreen?
Well, what do you consider evergreen?
Well, I'm speaking more. I'm speaking in terms of. I guess I'm actually confusing the deal. What I'm saying is you have recorded videos that exist beyond a stream, right? And they attract people.
Potential to become that, sure.
Yeah, but
and that's the whole idea. Is like,
but
every
it's material
video
that lives on. Material that lives on is
right.
There's it's evergreen. Now there's a cutoff point. I mean, if material only lives on for a year, it probably wouldn't be considered evergreen. There's timely material that only lasts months, maybe a year or 2 years. So that's fair. There are some things where we get into even tech where it moves so fast that material is outdated in a year. So that wouldn't be considered evergreen, but it exists and moves on permanently. So what I'm saying is permanent material is a permanently recorded video. It's semantics. I get you, but technically you have recorded video.
It's just something. A lot of the things that I have are just popular for that time frame.
That's fair.
There's a few things in there where there's with the Roadcaster that will go on, and with like certain,
true.
But like if a certain, a lot of the stuff is just like that year out or this year out. And so, and the views have dropped, significantly. Like I got the Canon M50 when it was really popular. I was getting, 60, 70, 80 views like every other day. So now it's like I'm getting 14,
And you know what? Paul, I want to just say this. I want to say this. We both 1,000% agree, because that's not about getting more.
Will say the same.
But John and I are about not necessarily we're doing it. We're not doing pop-ins and the change to get more people. Yeah, it's going to be a byproduct of it'd be cool to possibly see new people, but we're not going. If we just change up pop-ins, we're going to be at 1,000 streamers. No. That's not the point. We would be happy with 20, 25 solid people watching. The problem for me is not that, honestly. The problem for me is breaking up that fixed time the fixed moment is really hard right now in life. But really, it's the time prep for that fixed stream. It's getting away of me doing what I need to do. Okay. And maybe it's a little bit hard to explain, but I don't need something that's fixed. I got to grab topics and come in and be on, and I'm not wasting, but I'm spending a couple days doing something that might be off topic from what I want to be doing in my videos. That is distracting me, John. So I want to be able to, we're moving it around really to compromise between being able to do videos and spend time, do what we love to do, which is jump on here with each other, love it, get that energy, what we want to do, no stress, and join everybody that's here. Love it that you guys are here. We're having a great time with you. This is what we want. Now we'll have more topic. Tonight we're just goofing and we're talking about why we're doing it, but we'll be talking about tech and gear and mindsets, but this is part of it.
A lot of people are dropping comments in here and you're talking about community, but if you're constantly streaming on the same nights all the time, then how really open are you to opening your community doors, so it's like, if not everybody can make it on a Tuesday night at the same time, and that's what you stream all the time, and you're such a tiny channel to begin with, then you're not expanding the community the way you should. And so you have to try different times and different days, and it will be more suitable for some than others the other times, but also community is being there for other people. And I'm always there. There's not been one question or email that I got sent, or one comment in any of my videos that I have not gotten back to in, hours. So, and that's part of community.
I missed you, Jen.
Which is helping other people.
Before I get on it, Jen, nice to see you. No regards. I'm sure I'm getting that wrong.
Hi, Jen.
I think maybe she meant no regrets. I don't think that's totally true. It's not just a how-to. It is searchable, but I mean, even live streams are searchable. But you could have a live stream that's how-to. So Evergreen is more about permanency. Evergreen is more about permanency than content topic. Evergreen means it lasts. It's permanent. It's like a tree. That's what that evergreen. It doesn't matter if it's a how-to. It doesn't matter if it's information about, Bigfoot. It doesn't matter if it doesn't really matter if you're doing it in some topic that can live on in it. No, if you're telling me it's searchable information or how-tos 5 years from now, that's evergreen to me. That lives on. Now there's still power though in having short-term videos. Maybe they're not considered truly evergreen, but if you have a recorded video that's got a year or 2 years worth of value, of sitting there marinating at night while you're sleeping and getting a view here, a sub here, that's power. You stack on that. You will work the funnel from building your channel, building into people that are interested in what you have to say. They will start to know you as a personality. Let me finish. As a personality, and they will find you on your live streams more, and that will drive your discoverability. And
my thing is though, like, you may not even know you're producing evergreen content at the time. So the thing is just doing about what's passionate. And there are people that are sniper mode, where their intent is to make evergreen material. And then there's people that are doing what is passionate for them, and they don't really care if it's evergreen or not. At this point, I don't care if it's evergreen or not. Okay. Because everything is a learning process to get better.
Yeah, we're not worried about whether or not our videos are going to last 5 years. That's a great point. It doesn't matter right now. It's just got to get the videos out. And that's why we're making these adjustments so we can do both. Kombucha, I don't know about anyone else, but I prefer the smaller channels and supporting those live streams. Excuse me. Y'all are my internet friends and family. That's hard to get on bigger channels. Yeah. And again, we're not necessarily doing this to be bigger. That's not our goal. I hope you know that at least. And you're just dropping that line. That's not our goal. Our goal is to reshape our processes and our systems right now, because it's all junked up. We can't do it all in our life, and so we're trying to find a compromise. And if we have 25 good people and they're interested in our subjects and they're asking good questions, I'm fine with 25, man. I don't need a 20. I'm 15. It's not a number game. I'm not a number whore. I don't care about that. It's not about that at all.
Yeah. It's exactly what you said. It's about finding people that are in tune with the things you're talking about, So those are the type of things that I'm saying.
Yeah, I prefer. I'm always going to be community and community values way over. I'm not a number. Yeah, I'm not a numbers grabber. That doesn't excite me at all. I mean, fine. If you had a great, like Dan Beard's got a huge community, they're great. It's got a nice, lovely community. It's not small, but he built it in a certain way to make it so accessible and familiar and welcoming, so it can be done in large form. But so many channels, Kombucha, to your point, does not do it. Though. Yeah, he's doing it all.
Behind it.
He's doing it that right way. He's doing longer material, recorded material, building it. They understand who he is. He's done his channels. He's been diligent and consistent. The guy really should be getting paid to write a book. He should do a book. He should do he's a guy who should do a seminar. I would go to his conference.
And everybody has different goals. And I'm not saying that your goal is better or not, but I know I could see what people's goals are. I can go to a channel and see who's successful and know that they're really just making this channel to make money. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not really my passion, because in the end, it's about people listening to what I'm saying.
Right,
That to me, that's more important. That you realize that what I'm saying is going to help you, and making that connection.
Yeah, ultimately,
because I don't know,
we want
money,
that, right? Yeah, we have a
money's
need
not
too.
that important to me. So.
No, money's not important. I mean, John and I love to learn.
No, that important. I like money. But.
Well, no one's going to push money away. That's a lie if they say that. But I love to teach. I just love to teach, whether it was music or teaching people how to do web design or networking or whatever, build a business. I love that so much. And I love doing this, but we got to reach. Yeah. So basically, no, I can hit record on that. That's cool. It actually looks kind of good. I kind of like to check it out. I just have no time for TV, but the fact that that show's on Tuesdays, you're calling us old men. You're watching regular TV, Wonder Years on Tuesdays, and he's saying that you and I are the old men. He's probably in some kind.
All I'm telling you is my analytics show that 70% of the people watching me are under the age of 35. So I don't know what that means.
The Wonder Years?
Isn't that crazy?
Well, that is pretty
No, the
crazy.
videos that
I know.
the stuff that the videos that
you're
I
getting
put out
great.
and all the content.
I love your demographics.
Younger people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate that though, because I hate that whole ageism of this kind of culture media stuff a little bit, because YouTube actually breaks open that door as more and more people later in life, as we're a testament to that, start to redefine ourselves and use these type of tools. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if ageism is really a thing when it comes to a demographic, because in this case, an online, the power is the same. That used to be more important when it was who's going to buy the tickets to the concerts or but a lot of stuff now is online. A lot of this stuff is going to be virtual, so it's more accessible. Older people don't care about parking. They don't care about whether they're going to eat in time to go to the concert. It's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. Fixed times, Melissa says, definitely keep me consistent. If not, I would be consistent at all. You do have to build, you do have to build some of that in there. I have a whole thought on that, but I don't want to bore people with it.
Here's the thing. I agree with it a lot, but I think you have to do what's right for you, and for us having different times is better actually. Right now.
Yeah, right.
And then as time goes on, that could change.
We're not doing fixed Tuesdays anymore. We'll be on about once a week, but we're doing pop-in streams. So look for the thumbnails. I'll probably keep them close to what I just did. Really banana. I just went in the camera, created a really basic. It's going to be black. Find us. I put us on some Polaroid film strip because I figure, two old guys on Polaroid, you can't do better than that. That's about as rough as it gets. And I'm right. We're going to do tech that's for everyone. And yes, can we do some complex things? It's fine. We're here for really new people trying to figure it out and get along. We're not here to bust people's minds and to flex. And I don't ever want to give that impression. If you are here for the simplest, I don't know how to update my telephone, ask us. No. I don't care. We are not here to browbeat anybody about you don't know enough. That's nonsense. I will never have it.
Right. But if you're here watching us for 6 months and you still don't know how to use your camera, shame on you.
Good to see you.
Shame on you.
By the way, you saw Zan bought a cam link. He did mention that while you were talking. I did pop it up.
Yes.
I love that. So we got to get Zan on the old, got to get him going on that. It's a great blueprint. It's right now, I think it's one of the best blueprints you got going. Now, a lot of us, I'm not gonna, I need to send offers. Hang on a second. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let's all hang on for Tommy. He's got a guy on hold.
Yeah, but I'll give you for instance, I'll give you for instance, even though I'm out in left field. I'm very different about the way I think of things, and so even when I see people's streams and everybody did the videos, and I know a couple people here use that pod deck for interaction with their stream, I don't like it. It's not me. I don't really like it.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
It's just not me. It's kind of like, certain people like certain things. And I remember when I was going over popping your chat into your live stream, and Dan's like, oh, I hate that. I hate when people do that. And I kind of do too, but there are people that like that. They like when the chat is next to them and it runs. I don't know why, but they do. And it's just there's certain things that bother me about the way some things do. And the thing is, though, I watch every stream and I take in the things that might work for me.
Yeah.
And what I do like about it. So when people just do the interaction thing, like where are you watching from? Or you ask some specific questions where it gets people involved. Like, I wasn't doing that enough. You know, there's certain things that we don't do enough. Yeah, we know how to talk, we know how to engage, we know how to keep conversation going.
Sure.
But there are other things that can help them engage. And so like some of the things that you've been doing for the last month with the topics and the talks and the discussions was very engaging.
I appreciate that, the mind mapping flow. And it was something I will continue to use in some version. But again, that takes a lot of time to set up even on a basic level, unless you're already setting it up for some purpose. And I am doing that as I move into what I really want to be passionate about. It's hard to find your passion though when you're spending a lot of your time during the week setting up and researching for live streams. It's just a lot, and learning vMix and all the different things. And it was time to.
I don't know if it's so much that. It's also that you work 40 plus hours a week and then drive another 2 hours a day on top of it. And that's 60 hours a week right there. Yeah. And then you got to go and, do the other things that I've, which honestly, at some point when you're doing this YouTube thing, it takes a lot of time. And I feel ashamed of sometimes the things that I can't be involved in, or I have to pull back and actually be more involved in, or that, it gets pointed out, trust me, that, I need to be more engaging in family life at times and know what's going on. It's like, I'm tired of the joke of I'm just the dad. You ever see that one where like someone from school calls up the dad and asks, what's your daughter's bus number? And they're like, why are you asking me this? I am the dad.
It's kind of annoying. Like, I know.
That's kind of.
I know. Like you're somebody.
Yeah, but that's kind of true. And it's like, I don't know a lot of this stuff, and my wife carries all that.
Wonder Years gets Tommy pumped for his late night show. Yeah, it's it gets him fired up. Because it's a little more energetic than his normal situation. I pulled this up just so we could say hi to Anfisa. How you doing?
Hi, Anfisa.
How you doing? It's been a while.
Up in Alaska.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's got to be a little bit chilly there. We got a bunch of ice. Got a bunch of ice the other night at 3 a.m. the other morning. The ice truck, because we live on a massive hill. The ice truck went backwards on the ice and went in and just steamrolled right over my mailbox, and that's gone.
Yeah. So. It was 61 degrees here today. Isn't that crazy?
I can't imagine streaming at 4 p.m. like YouTube's. No, I'm not going to do that. Well, I mean, maybe there'll be times when we do it just for fun.
Yeah, I don't know, and that's the thing.
I'll do that. You're right.
I was going to say.
Saw that.
Oh, I just got a glitch.
Saw that glitch. It's that 4K stuff.
Yeah, so it's the 4K going to the 1080 actually glitched it. Okay, so that makes. It isn't friendly. It doesn't like it.
Cautionary tale here. It's a long read here, but basically Jim's saying, hey, you got to be careful with your subject matter. You start talking about, getting too personal, then talking about your coin collection.
Absolutely.
You could open, and not in a joking manner, even TikTok. So that 15-year-old girl, I can't remember if she's in Florida. Her dad had to shoot a guy. He was a cop, but ex-cop maybe, but he had to shoot a guy who shot through her front door. He stalked her from another state. It's a second stalker on this young TikTok teenager. And these are tough times to be a parent with social media. I really respect what you guys have to do. Oh, well,
son came home today, and then we went to go pick up something to eat. And then he's in the car with me, and he let me know that he's got a girlfriend now.
Okay, super. Well, there you go. Here comes the talk.
Yeah. He's 10.
Yeah. Oh, God, 10? Oh, man. You got some time.
He's almost 11, but it's
geez.
Like Emily is now his girlfriend, just letting you know.
Oh,
it's kind of funny.
That's going to be... Well, you've reached a whole new stage. So Dan's view on this is pop-ins have value for reaching different audiences, correct. But they will never have the same numbers as a weekly, correct, established, and consistent stream for most channels. I like that you consider most because, again, nothing is ever certain. I love it though. Value comes in forms. Again, I'm not looking. We're going to change. The point is when John and I reach a certain point where we feel we've put some time back into the other part of our channels, we may do something quite bigger that nobody's expecting. We have conversations. But everything is a step, as you say. Dan is somebody who's built how many years now? You're planning out ahead, right? And as we look down the road, John and I know to get to some things that we would like to do individually, but also together. And we have some pretty good ideas, I think. You got to put the work in, and we're just trying to make sure we put enough time into all those places. It certainly isn't about going, we're going to grab numbers at 3:00 on a Wednesday. That's not really our goal. But you're right on.
But it's not just that too.
Yeah.
It's about doing stuff that you're happy about. Because in the end, you need to be the one that needs to be satisfied with what you're doing. And so by making changes that are going to benefit you are crucial. Like if you just get stuck in that same idea and that thought process all the time, Dan just started streaming more on different days.
Yep.
And if it was, he cut back on another day, if he did, people would question, why'd you do this or why'd you do that?
Right.
But as he adds more days, no one asks anything because you just think it's like more is better. But there's reasons behind that whole thought process. If we ask Dan, or if we ask Tommy, or if we ask Ken of why they're doing it. And so we have a thought process too. And it has some, important things that we considered. And I just think it's important to not just stay there because, like I was talking to JA and I was like, listen, man, you're the one that's trying to build your hours. And so if you stayed on Tuesday and you know that you have those people showing up, that's important. He's like, I understand all that too. And I was like, but I want to be able to have a little bit more of a reach in general. So if that means us not getting as many people for a while, then I don't care, because I just want to do what makes,
we have
that kind of.
Exactly. I mean, we have the musician's motto, right? Whether you play the same, whether you're playing to 10,000, you're playing to 1, it doesn't matter. You play the same. I'm going to have just as much fun if there's 3 people in here and we're doing our thing, I guarantee you,
right,
as is if we had 25, 30, 50. It doesn't 100. It doesn't matter to me. And there's a lot of pressure not to worry about that. But, we all have to, as Melissa says, absolutely, you have to do what works for you. There's no wrong or right when you're actually consider our personal lives. We all have different variables, different puzzle pieces to fit in. And so nuance always has to be a part of that. But John and I are lockstep on that this is the right thing to go. Yeah. And of course we went, oh man, it's a bummer. We really like our Tuesday, Thursdays. But we have, you can't get stubborn in this game. If you get stubborn, and I think Dan and Tommy and others, if you get too stubborn and you go, it's working, I want to keep doing what I'm doing, even though I'm not growing, I'm used to it, I like it, you're going to hurt yourself. You have to assess what you're doing and go, this might hurt a little bit, but we got to make the change a little bit, compromise, and we'll be fine long term.
Yeah. And it's just, as any streamer, you can't compare your topics with other people's topics, and so it's no wonder to me why people have 50 people or 100 people or 150 people watching. That's all relative to what they're discussing and how popular it is. I mean, some crazy, silly stuff is ultra popular for people, and I could care less about that. I have my goal of what I want. Now it's just a matter of what you said is, we've had people watching for 8 months, 9 months, and then they've come to me and say, they start asking questions, and it frustrates me because then that means that every time that they've been coming into our streams, they're here just to meet other people to get subscribers, and they're not listening to what we're talking about because we've gone over some of this basic stuff like 10 times. And so if you're coming in here for that, then I mean, that's fine because people do that, right? But also if you're a content creator, then why wouldn't you want to learn some of these things? So when it's important and the topic relates to you, then make that move. I love Zan, but Zan said he was going to get a cam link 8 months ago. And so 8 months have gone by that he spent money, $800 on a camera that he hasn't utilized to his best ability. I mean,
I know. And
it's
that's
just sitting there.
Right. I mean, as a teacher, that gets frustrating, because Dan could probably put it out there, right? Like, oh man, I'm giving you the information and I get the feeling you want the information.
It's frustrating because a week ago he wanted to learn this, but the thing is that, you just, it's been gone. He could have reached out at any time. Plus it was offered to him. But I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say is it's not frustrating to me that someone doesn't know and I have to go over something yet. That has nothing to do with it. But you just wasted 8 months of looking better and sounding better. And finally, someone's gonna say to themselves, "Oh, you mean people really care about how I sound?" Yeah, because when you get through that push and everybody's watching you to get your hours because you're doing the same to them or whatever may be happening, then people aren't going to stick around and watch something that hurts their ears in 10 minutes. And I go over this a million times, but
I do have to ask this, by the way. You're right. But I do have to ask this. We know that Matt's new girlfriend's not like a teacher's assistant or something, right? She's not smoking or driving or anything like that, right?
She drove him home.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All right, good. This should work out well. Jim Basil says, I have to get going now. My wife just woke up and she wants to use the PC. Well, you better move it, brother. But he says, we worry about our son and he's 31. Yeah, I totally get that, man. Thanks, man. Have a good night. That's funny.
You never stop worrying.
You never stop worrying.
You never stop worrying.
Yeah. Dan, for sure. My regular streams are like therapy for me. Yep. I'm glad others enjoy it, but man, I need it. Yeah. I mean,
he's really like,
I agree with that.
He's passionate about what he's doing and he has like 110% full support. And I think for me, 20 years makes a big difference for me. I just do not have the energy levels I did at 31 or 32 as I do at 50 to 51,
Right.
So
yeah, there's that.
It just doesn't.
It's just a fact.
Part of it's,
Yeah, you gotta grind it out the right time. Absolutely agree. Ken says we all have to do what works for us. As long as I'm working full time, also I have to be regimented and routine time wise. And if you know Ken, he's got that regimen built into him from service, and it shows. I see the discipline. I see the consistency. Good on you, man. I appreciate that. And the truth of it is, I have it and I don't. I got what they call monkey brain, and when I have all these things floating around, it's like a living room with a chimpanzee, and he doesn't know what to do. He's just bouncing all over the curtains, throwing poop at the TV. Although I've never done that. But it's about controlling that. And I've gone down some areas that even John doesn't know about. And I'm excited for that. We'll talk about that. Sorry, been reading chat. What's this blabbling about? Yeah, it's all blabble. Don't even worry about it. We're not talking about you. We're talking
Paul.
About
I miss you, Paul. How you doing, bro?
Paul's
I hope
great,
you're doing well. It's good to see you.
It is great to see you. I appreciate it.
Again.
Rodrigo says, hey, is it Tuesday or am I missing something? It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, the 22nd. And you've been, what do you call it? You've been something.
You've been hornswoggled.
You've been punked. No, it's Wednesday the 23rd. And Rodrigo, real quick, we're doing pop-ins from now on. We're going to do hopefully weekly pop-ins where we do our streams weekly, some way, some form, but it won't be maybe on the same day time. And just catch the thumbnails. And we really, sincerely hope you come back and support. If you need to check back in the video, I don't want to bore all these poor people again with it. It's nice to see you, man. Shay, listen, apply, and grow. I mean, yeah, and repeat. Yep. Use the tools, walk the walk, talk the talk. In my quest to try to figure out why I get into sticking points, which is one of the reasons I'd originally gone on Notion, which I love and I'm using still for all my planning. I realized, like you, I like to research, and I started talking recently about, man, I love to get stuff, and I have a hard time storing all the stuff that I have and then finding it later. And when it came to research for streams, when it came for research for my videos, it's even worse. And so I've started going down a path and following what they call, and some people know this, building a second brain, they call it. And there's ways to do that very simply. And I hope to express that in my live streams and on some videos. For you that know, like I know Patrick, Rome Research, for example, I'm using that madly right now. It's a little complicated, but here's the point. I'm really good at capturing. I'm really good at putting stuff away, although not the greatest organizer, so I'm working on that. What I'm not good at it, and what a lot of people I'm finding are not good at, is distilling the information. In other words, taking what you find, articles, YouTube, whatever, books, taking the proper highlights, putting them in a place where you'll find them, and then that's fine. That's one flow, and that's easy to set up, free and easy to do. But the hard part then is taking those notes and distilling them and using them, finding them, right, to express. I boiled down that to being my problem, and I'm fixing it because, man, I am terrible at it. I've been just a nightmare about it. Love that advice. That's great.
What's up, Nick?
Yeah, he does need to do a voiceover. I'm just glad,
people say it.
I'm actually glad you don't have a daughter, because I would hate to be like a 11-year-old boy who's dating now your 10-year-old girl and coming up to your door and knocking on it and seeing you open it. That would be uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. Just saying. That would be intimidating to hear that voice. And he just like, I'm John Ryan, son. Yeah, you need to do some voiceovers.
I mean, I think people have different standards, right, on every platform.
Hey, Nick.
But my point is, we're here to help you get through those sticking points earlier than later.
Yeah.
Everything that we've talked about is getting ahead of the curve for when good things happen for you. So it doesn't mean that you have to have a ton of money to get ahead of this curve. No. It's actually utilizing that money for the proper parts.
Knowledge is the offset.
You know, what you need to do.
Knowledge is the offset.
Yeah. So that's the thing here is, like, I love it when everybody comes in and chats and talks and this and that. But then the next week when they come in and tell me they just spent $800 on a shotgun mic, I'm like, what the hell are you thinking? Like, why wouldn't you come to the people that, you know, you come and watch and ask them, you know? I mean, great. Hey, listen, great. If you have $800 to spend on it, God bless you. But, you know, I just think it's like, most people don't.
I'm always bummed when someone tells me that, and then they're like, well, it's not working the way I want. That's what we get bummed about too. They say, oh, I got a shotgun. It's $800. It's like, oh, you didn't need that.
Yeah, I mean, right? We just saw Todd in here tonight. And hey, listen, when you and I were looking for a shotgun mic, I went through the list and I saw the million subscriber person. No, I'm not, Todd. But what I'm saying is, I found that $1 million. I watched the same exact video that Todd did for the shootout, and then
Todd's a good friend, so we're allowed to use him as an example. I just want to make sure people know that. Right. We adore Todd, and so we're just using it as an example. Where is Todd in this, though? Has he got it wrangled? Does he feel I missed it? Is he getting the sound he wants?
No, what I think he's having is he wants to, because what it comes down to is what kind of like what we said. If you have an untreated room, it's very hard to dial in that mic, and he might not be happy with it. But I wouldn't mind just seeing what he sounds like though too, and seeing. Yeah, I think we need to do how much it is off. You know,
be curious. Hey, by the way, did you take in Heller's review of the Deity USB dynamic? I saw that. The review he just did on that Deity dynamic USB mic. Okay.
I don't think so. I saw it, but I didn't watch it.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I saw him doing it,
that Deity USB dynamic mic sounds really pretty good. Pretty good.
Well,
but they're all not. They're all not cheap.
Mic, but
it's not like they're $90.
They had those wireless mics out by Deity a couple months ago too. Yeah, I know. That Tom Buck did a review on, and those sounded really good actually.
That Beacon sounds good. Now that Beacon I think is like $250, but it sounds really good, and I think the Deity pushes that, if not even better. What I don't understand is, why did the MV7 fall off? Like, it's a pretty good sounding mic. I don't think it's any worse, and the price is good, and it comes with good software. I don't understand why that just kind of fell off, like, as a choice. Nobody really considers that. Well, you know, Heller's I get it. He's doing the SM7B, and then he's pulling out, because that's the standard. He didn't even bring out the MV7. Of course, he's doing the Deity and the Beacon again. But I'm like, why wouldn't you bring out
the only thing with the MV7? The plosives are super heavy on the MV7. Yeah, you got to get a different pop filter and give yourself a little bit more room at the top. Otherwise, it sounds really good.
That's true.
But I mean, there's a lot of good mics. It's just depending on what you want. Like Melanie Diane had that beacon set up, and it crapped out on her totally. It stopped working.
Yeah, I've heard of a couple.
So, and that's what I didn't want to. I want it because it's a fantastic idea, and it's the same. The routing menu is the same exact thing as the Go XLR. It looks fantastic, right. The software, but if I guess they don't have the bugs out yet. So
yeah, well, it's going to take a minute.
That's it. Yeah, it is. It will, and it will be something that I'll look into in time. But if I can't have the VSTs and everything like I do now and the usability, it's not ready for it yet. Like right now, my Wave XLR is doing everything.
Oh, I love the Wave XLR. Hey, my new 4G phone cost $37 to my house. I don't know what to my house means. Explain that.
Maybe
but
she's using it as her internet.
Oh, okay. So you're using it for a hotspot, like a hotspot.
She's tethering it. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's cheaper than
Yeah.
I got a question.
Nick,
I'm getting it. Yeah. John, do you?
Yeah, I don't do data recovery. I've done it where I've been able to save things where Windows has gone crappy, and then I can just go into the hard drive itself and not into Windows. And I was lucky to save people. No, but I don't do that professionally. Computer repair, I mean, I've done it, but it's not something I look at doing. It's like I have a lot of people right now. I don't charge them for it, but they might call me up, and I recently had somebody call me up and say, I'm getting the blue screen of death when I start my Windows 10. What do you think I could do? And I said, first thing I would do if I were you is blow out your case if you haven't in a long time, because the dust can actually make a short on your motherboard, and it could do funky things. So clean the whole thing out and then see what happens. Okay, it's still doing it. I said, take out each memory module. He had 2 of them. Run each one by themselves and then flip them into both channels and see if you can run one stick and see if you have a problem. And so he did that. He tested it, and when he ran one stick, it never came up. So he most likely ended up eventually, after years, can't hit one of his memory sticks went bad. And so that's a process of elimination of going through what is working and what's not working. But I've done stuff like that for a lot of years. But
throw this at you.
I can replace CPUs. I could do anything, but
neither one of us have. So we don't have DT990s. They have 250 ohms. I had a question thrown in my Go XLR video today. So the question was, hey, I got a pod mic and I got the DT990s. Can the Wave XLR run that? Now they can. I've seen people who actually use cased it. It kind of depends though on what you're trying to do with it. Wow, that.
What do you think's happening?
I think you're. What do I think's happening? Well, it looks like you're.
No, this is.
I'm still hearing you, so we got that going. Is this your 4K?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe it's heating up? It's too hot? Do you think? I don't know why I would.
No,
but
I don't know. I don't know.
You have
all
no
I
idea.
know is
this is your internal.
I pulled in 4K, and then, wow, yeah, camera is kind of warm, but it's not smoking hot.
What about the cam link itself? There's no point for this.
It's not a cam link, but.
Oh. I'm just looking at Elgato. No signal. Just take a bit.
Wow.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, the ZV-E10 is hotter than any other one.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder.
Wow.
It's
a lot harder than my, let me see if it's, I got this up.
Okay.
I got that up. And this is the 6400. And it's not even hot. My, the ZV-E10 is hot, but I have overheating on it. So it should still run even if it's hot.
What the hell?
Can't be that hot. This is good to test. This is what it's all about.
Sorry about that, guys.
But I ran it for an hour. Let me see. This is almost 2 hours, bro. So
Yeah. So, did you run? But you ran about that the other day when you did 4K, didn't you?
No, I just ran an hour.
Okay. I mean, we started seeing some glitching after an hour. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's hard to say.
So there it is. I returned it.
Look at me
back
there.
on.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if the signal comes back.
I'm trying to pull the boom away, and it's his boom. I feel like an idiot.
Huh. So that works.
How long does it take for me to get down to your screen?
This one works. That works.
Yep.
And I'm back here.
See how long that holds. See if you make it another few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the camera itself, I saw the screen go. So that means that the camera itself, probably something happened there. So it's good to know. But man, yeah, I mean, it's not smoking hot. Like, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't think it would shut down at that point, but
I wouldn't either.
We'll see.
Honestly, that's interesting though. Well,
but it also could be because I'm outputting 4K and then streaming into a 1080. It may not, everything may not like that. So
sometimes it doesn't, man. I've run into some weird problems when you mix and match. I want to just back up in here and finish off the thought with Todd about, there's too many reflective surfaces. I'm living in reflective surfaces. My whole walls. I've been speaking forever how I want acoustic panels and I want to build them. And so you could do that. You could build some acoustic panels, not too hard. Someday I'd love to do a video on that. But because when I had my Shure, which is still not fixed, it sounded great though with the Wave XLR. But again, it's a pencil mic and it's not picking up all these googly transients that you are picking up.
Right.
It's such a good mic, so detailed for what it does well, right? And you do sound great with your pop mic. You know what? We're not shaming you, and props to you, by the way. I did too. I still fiddle with this thing. I still sound better almost on the other mic. And so I want to get that dealt with because I do like it out of the shot at times. I mean, I don't mind the sound. The sound's great. Not a problem. But you sound great. Good on you for trying. I love that. I think to finish off Darlene's thought, she said shipped, and then she said on computer. I'm not really sure. So I think what she's saying was going on the fact you don't need a lot of money. Yeah, you don't need a lot of money to do a lot of things, right? So you can buy a 4G phone. I think that's what she's saying. She bought it on her computer for $37. I think that's correct. Slap me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what you were trying to say. To follow up with Nick, yeah, John, I just had a price question for you. As all, it's like, how much would you charge for level 2 data recovery? Geek Squad charges $650 a course. Holy smokes! I guess it depends on how.
That's out of my.
That's out of my purview too, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a thing, man. I hope you do figure it out. If you do, man, let us know because that's always good information to have around. That's wow. Yeah. For any reason you're on here and you haven't subbed to my good dear friend John, I've had a lot of fun tonight with as we start our first pop-up stream. It feels weird.
Had a good time.
Yeah, it feels new. We'll flush this out, guys. We're just playing around tonight, and we're going to play around more as we go on these pop-ups, and we'll have topics. We'll be diddling around.
Oh, see, but I was going to say I had a good time with everybody showing up at this time and us doing something different. Yeah, to me that's just exciting in itself. So I
agree. Yeah, this is what we wanted to do. We're going to mix it up. I think people have. For some people who really enjoy the fixed. At 8 o'clock on this night I go here. First of all, I appreciate you, and that means a lot to me that you would care enough. I always was floored. Anybody would want to come to my stream. I still don't know why people come to my stream. In some ways, I'm not trying to be that guy, but. I don't feel like I've done enough to justify it in some ways, and it's so weird that all the choices out there that people actually they come, and I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I don't know, it humbles me a little bit. Yeah, the basement walls are really okay. I'm putting up walls in the next couple weeks. Okay. Yeah. Look who's here before we bail on tonight. Lala, John, and J&J. My Canon M50 froze on the 2X during the Crafty stream last night. What could be the cause? Turning it on and off didn't work. I had to unplug it before it would turn back on. Oh boy. Well, was it just a coincidence that when you unplugged it, you tried other things and it cooled down by then? Or is that, did it heat up? I guess that's, because sometimes people are like, I did all this stuff and it heated up. I don't care. So if it turned off,
M50 doesn't even come close to overheating.
Yeah, it's a Sony thing.
Plus it's 1080, so it's never going to get too hot, but it's most likely if she's using a cam link, it was probably the cam link. Yeah,
sometimes you just got to go cold boot. You just got to shut her all down. And everybody thinks to just rebooting something or pulling and plugging. Sometimes you got to do the whole cold boot. You got to just go full force on it. I'll be sitting here 7 minutes before stream, nothing's working, and we've tried everything, and we're just like, you got to cold boot. You just got to shut it, turn it down. Sometimes you turn it off, turn it back on, and then sometimes you got to go that route because even turning it off. Yeah, I think probably was random. You'll have to see if there's a trend on that. Next time, what you'll know is to try to do the whole turning it on and off and first and see if that happens. But I guess I'm wondering why. I don't know exactly why that would happen. White Dove, thank you. Yes, thank you, White Dove, for advertising the show. Friends of Prepping 101. Thank you for saying hi. And oh no, it wasn't hot. Okay, we'll test further.
No.
We wouldn't. I threw that out there. I forgot. That's not a Canon thing.
No, it's. Listen. It could be eCam. It could be her USB bus. It could be the cam link. It could have been the power. So
do it.
There you go. Have fun with that, because that's the way. That's how fixing a car is. Why isn't my car getting gas? It could be several different
reductive reasons. That's the problem. And tech is such a pain in the ass that way, right? It's like sometimes you just have no idea what is the cause, man. And it's that scramble in your brain of trying to figure it out. Now I'm to a point where in a live stream, if we're 7 minutes ahead and something's going, I'm like, I know probably 3 different things probably going on and best way to deal and trace it. But for months, I'd be like just panic attacking. I don't know what to do anymore, man.
The 2 times that it ever happened to me when I was using my Canon, it was the cam link both times. And the funny thing is, those cam links, they get smoking hot sometimes.
They do.
If you're in a hot environment to begin with and it's a little humid out too, I've seen those freeze up.
Yeah, it's weird. The stuff, like last week when I was running my NDI, doing my mind map on the second computer. It worked fine for 2 weeks in a row. All of a sudden, I can't get it to work. I'm like, why does this one work? Tried everything, won't work.
Oh, well, remember I tried the NDI, and then it was like my CPU usage was through the roof, and I have no idea why. But when I restarted vMix, and I didn't use the NDI, it went back to normal.
And my CPU, because of that, I looked perfectly fine. What ended up being, I found it, but it's innocuous. I had installed about a week ago a new screen capture app called ShareX, which I love and I like to show people because this thing is a game changer for capturing. It's a small app, but it was interfering. I had to shut down the app. It comes down to that. It comes down to, I'm like, and that's what you start thinking, like, okay, what apps did I throw up in the last week since I ran it and it was fine? You have to do that. And so I ran it back, and ShareX was screwing with my NDI. So yeah, it was a really goofy thing.
So there's one thing that's out of the mix. She's got no cam link. She's using USB right into, and she upscales from eCam. So.
Oh, okay. Darlene, I just want to say goodnight to you before you head out. Thank you for stopping and saying hi. It's always fun. You're up the road, thinking of you in Sheboygan. Okay.
So it's eCam or her camera, one or the other.
Yeah. It's directly plugged into you. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I would love to just encourage her to go out and get a $20 knockoff cam link or something, but I don't know. What do you think on that? Do you think you plug it in, you're
I don't know, because I probably would, but the thing is, the upscaling that eCam does, it does look really good.
Yeah, it does.
For what it is.
Yeah.
And then, and if it doesn't take any more CPU usage or anything for that to happen through their system, then why not utilize it?
We'll get you. I hope you get that figured out. Let us know. Always update us on this stuff. I always love these kind of updates. Ken's such a good,
right.
I can't even say it. Ken's an awesome guy. Had to pick up my son from work.
Oh yeah. Ken, how is your son's new job going? Because I know he started at about 3-4 weeks now, so that's got to be exciting.
That's right. So, I did see that.
Is he liking it? Enjoying it?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, as a parent, I'm sure that's fun times. I think maybe next week, even, because I got to get this set up anyway, thinking of something would be fun to do. We could talk to people about, whatever. One of the items is you and I want to get into Restream and check a look at that platform, see how it is. And I want to send up, maybe what I could do is set it up and we could do a link so where you, just to see and count, the hours. We're going to test the linkage to see if you get the hours that you're supposed to get. Right? You're reading ahead. You're not even listening to me. Yeah, but for sure.
We talked about.
I felt so much like your wife right there. I'm like, you're not even listening. You're like, yeah. I love that. I can only imagine what she has to deal with.
You have asked me this a lot, and I've said, yeah, sure, anytime.
Well, I'm just speaking next time.
I'm all for it.
I wasn't committed to when we were doing.
Listen,
but I'm like, what?
Don't make me have to say what I usually say. It's like I've heard this already.
What do you mean? About Restream?
What do you mean? I've heard this already, hun. Okay.
Oh.
I'll take the garbage out.
I've turned into your streamer wife. God, this is what it's come
Hey, Don. I would do that, Don, because already there's been people that have done the external PCI with a Mac and it's worked. So, my God, I know for a fact if I had an M1, I would be buying I would be buying the Camlink Pro. I would be buying an external closure in a heartbeat, and I would be using it just like that. Absolutely, no doubt about it.
That's a great thought, man, Don. Good throw right there, man. It's a really good throw. I like that.
No, I mean, I know that people are using it because I've
seen it.
I've heard of it already. One person is what's his name? That has the camera commercial, and he does he has the Christmas room and everything. I forget his name. He does it though, and Christmas Clatter will chime in here if Todd's listening. But yeah, it's expensive. But I mean, it is. But here's the thing, right? One of those 4 PCI cards, a couple of years ago would have cost you $800, $500. So now that Elgato card is, $350, $360. Peter Gregg, thank you, Todd. Now that's like $360, and then buying a closure, I would just do it if I had an M1. Because it's just that card is awesome. I don't know if Doc Rock does, because he's the one that constantly was saying he uses 4 cam links and he has them all connected by USB.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I know Peter Gregg does for sure. I know that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and I've seen other people talk about doing it too, because I wanted to check because I knew that people would be asking about it. So.
Good on that. Well, brother, I suppose we've hit the 2-hour mark, which
is it time to wrap it up?
It's time to wrap it up, man. We got to go. Appreciate everybody.
Let's do it.
I'll always want to say, we'll see you next Tuesday. Look, we're not going away, and I hope you all don't go away. And we're just going to be in different parts of your life at different times.
Oh,
and I'm excited for that.
Before I go,
yeah, you got to.
Have you checked and have you seen some of the price gouging on the 6400s and the ZV-E10s?
You just knew it was going to happen.
Started.
You just knew it was going to happen. What are they? Yeah. What would you say right now? What are you seeing? Give me an example of something.
I'm seeing like for a 6400 about 100 to 150 per.
Really?
So 1,050 for just the body.
Oh my God.
And
Jesus.
That's why I'm ecstatic. I just picked up the body like last month on mine, or a month and a half ago, for 600. And like I told you, I got a little lead on another one with an 18 to 135 lens that is practically brand new also.
Yeah.
And I could get both of the lens and that camera for $900. It usually goes for $1,300, so it's $400 off. And it's one town away. It's like right down the hill.
Of course it is. It's always one town away with you, man.
I'm leaving the guy hanging a little bit. And I made him an offer, and then he countered, and then I'm just waiting a little bit because.
Thank you, Ken. We'll do. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Thanks, Ken. Nice seeing you, bro.
Nice seeing you, brother. You're the best. Love it.
I like the Wendy's chili. I do.
He's saying don't eat it, which. Oh my God. I have to be honest with you. I'm wary of eating fast food restaurant food. I mean, you could say about probably any restaurant, I suppose. But I don't know why.
But that's one of the best ones.
When the Chili's?
Like there's 2 fast food at restaurants.
Wendy's is pretty good. Culver's is good.
Wendy's and Chick-fil-A. Those are the 2 that I eat at.
I don't have you know what's so weird? I don't have a Chick-fil-A close enough for me to like just every time I see the ad, I'm like, and everybody talks about it, I'm like, I gotta go to Chick-fil-A. It just looks good to me. I don't know if it's good or not.
Well, if you make it here during the year, we'll hit Chick-fil-A.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that. And you got to make me barbecue ribs. I mean, nothing major.
No.
Okay.
My wife makes awesome barbecue ribs, by the way.
Oh.
Well, Todd, we'll have to invite you. We'll have to invite Todd.
I won first place at a well, he's our second best friend. Our new best friend.
Right.
Waukesha or Heartland, Jay? Oh, really? Is that where they have them? Yeah, I could go. I get down to Waukesha. I don't get to Heartland as much. I get to Waukesha enough. I have some friends in that area, so I have to do that. I'll have to check it out when I'm down there. Make that a deal. My big date for myself when I'm around the town.
Sweet.
All right, brother. It's so great to see you.
All right.
It did feel like a long time. Yeah, it felt like a long time since I've seen you. So good to see you. Loved you all. Great to see you guys. We do adore you. And we will see you in our next pop-in stream with your boys here. And we look forward to seeing you all then. Till then, everybody, all I can say is have a good week. Have a good night. John, we'll see you then.
Darren, Cashew, Steve, Ken. Take care, everyone.
You didn't say me. I can't play music unless you say me. No, not going to say it. Okay. What an ass. Oh,
me.
Could have said me.
Me.